In this video, I want to talk about how a monopolist's market power leads to market failure. As you recall, in an earlier discussion, we said that the monopolist serves as a price setter, and that can be seen by the downward sloping demand curve. And our particular monopolist, because it does not price discriminate, will see this marginal revenue curve, which lies below that demand curve, and it will choose to maximize profit where marginal revenue equals marginal cost, and choose this profit maximizing quantity of output. At this particular quantity, the marginal cost is equal to this value, which we get by just going from Q star up to the marginal cost curve and across. But the monopolist does not set a price equal to marginal cost. We mentioned that the monopolist will go all the way up to the demand curve in order to set its price. And the reason it goes up to the demand curve is because it can. It is by definition the only provider of this product in the market. The fact that the price that the firm charges exceeds the marginal cost of producing that last unit suggests that the firm has market power. It has the ability to mark up its price. And the markup is the difference between the price that it charges and the marginal cost. In a competitive market, the market outcome would occur where the marginal cost and the demand curves intersect. Remember, for a competitive market, the marginal cost curve is just the market supply curve. You would take the marginal cost curve for all the different firms, sum them up, you get the market supply curve. And in a competitive market, the market outcome would be right here at a quantity of QC and at a price of PC. So it's easy to see that relative to a competitive market, the monopolist will charge a higher price, and relative to a competitive market, the monopolist will choose to produce less output. The monopolist does not produce at a point where price is equal to marginal cost for the last unit produced, means that we're going to have a deadweight loss. And that deadweight loss is given by the area of this triangle. So this is a deadweight loss because the monopolist is choosing not to produce these extra units of output. And why does it choose not to produce them? Because that would not be profit maximizing. If the monopolist produced one extra unit beyond Q star, you see that the marginal cost to the monopolist of producing that unit exceeds the monopolist's marginal revenue. So for them personally, this is not in their best interest, even though from a societal point of view, there is a consumer who's willing to pay enough to cover that monopolist's marginal cost of production. So in terms of allocative efficiency, it'd be desirable to have more than Q star units, but from a monopolist point of view, they do not have that incentive to produce more. The size of the monopolist markup ultimately depends upon the price elasticity of demand. And here you see in this particular slide we have markets for two different products. One of the products has elastic demand, the other product has inelastic demand. We're assuming for simplicity that the marginal costs of production are constant for both products and that they are equal to each other. So in order to see how the elasticity affects the markup, let's go ahead and identify the profit maximizing price and quantity for each of these two markets. In each market, they're going to set marginal revenue equal to marginal cost and choose to produce Q star units. Once that quantity is identified, each monopolist will take advantage of their market power to mark up the price above the marginal cost of production. So here on the left-hand side, we see that the value of the markup is the difference between the price and marginal cost. Here on the right-hand side, the monopolist will choose to charge a price of P, and they too mark up the price. But as you can see, the value of the markup is much higher here in the market where demand is inelastic than it is in the market where demand is elastic. Note, both still create a deadweight loss, the deadweight loss being equal to this triangle in each graph. The competitive outcome, if this were a competitive market with many firms producing the same product, would be here at QC, where the demand and the marginal cost, which again we would assume there would be many firms with the same marginal cost, so this would be the market supply curve. So where the demand and the market supply curve intersect, that would be the competitive outcome, and they would charge a price equal to marginal cost in a competitive outcome. Other market, similarly, the competitive outcome would be where the demand and the supply curve intersect, and they would charge a price equal to marginal cost.